It's the Bob and Amanda Show, talking about everything Isobody.
Amanda, and I'm here with my friend and fellow Isobody Challenge finalist, Bob Duncan.
Hi, Amanda. I am so excited to have with us tonight Nick Youngblood, the creator of the FEED60 movement. Hi, Nick.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good. Hey, Nick. So it's so great to have you tonight. Can you tell us a little bit more about the FEED60 movement?
Oh man, it just started a little bit ago, and I'm just so grateful for you guys being here, letting me talk about it a little bit. At the end of the day, unlike y'all who just powered through your Isobody challenges and did well and became finalists, I was kind of limping along with it during a few. I had a great transformation when I first joined Isagenix, but that was before I knew of the Isobody challenge. And then I'd start, I never really finished, and I was just kind of thinking about what could really inspire me to get going with it. And at the end of the day, the $200 coupon itself wasn't quite doing it. And then Tara, my life partner and business partner, and I were talking about it. We're like, well, why don't we just donate the food? And we thought about doing that. And then I connected with an organization here locally that got me really inspired about doing it. And then the whole FEED60 thing just came about because when I really was getting ready to work for this last Isobody challenge and had a very good experience with that, I was out for one of my long runs and I was kind of doing some little incantations in my mind and trying to motivate myself to drive through. And I'd already come up with the 60 meals concept, and I was just kind of repeating that in my mind. And next thing you know, I thought FEED60, FEED60, and I was just repeating that to myself. And that's where FEED60 came from. And if you don't mind me going on a little bit, what really caused it to take off is I just told a few friends about it, one of them being Shayna Allen, one of the Isagenix athletes. And when she was on an interview about the Isagenix athletes program, they asked her, it came up that she was doing an Isobody challenge. And when she was being interviewed by Mandy Loader, Mandy was like, why, I guess I don't really get it. Do you need to do an Isobody challenge? And she told her what she was doing, and then it just went crazy.
That's awesome.
That's really great.
So what inspired you, besides just not knowing what else to do with the product, but what just kind of gave you the drive to do something other than, serving yourself with the coupon, I guess? So what inspired you more?
Well, it kind of built on itself and was a self-fulfilling prophecy. On one hand, I just had this great feeling of being involved with some great people locally, some philanthropists who really are actually very good business people as well. And they're folks who, when it comes down to it, if I'm talking to them about network marketing and building another stream of income, that doesn't necessarily resonate with them. These are folks who, doing well in business. But you talk about something where I'm able to support their causes that they're very passionate about, then I get invited into conversations. And this is something that is going to lead to business opportunities in my business. I'm convinced. So you've got that, but then also the people who I've met along the way, the fact that I'm on the Zoom with you guys, it wouldn't have happened. And just, that's the culture of Isagenix that I love. And I just going to events, doing things like this, where you're able to meet new people. And Bob and I met each other at NYKO in Dallas. And fact is that might not have happened if we hadn't chatted about FEED60. And it's just the connections we make. And then along comes friends like my friend Lauren Kreider, who's just kind of jumped in on this and just run with it. And I think she brought Bob in here recently as far as bringing it back up. And just the people that you meet. So it's the idea of just the giving back, but then the people who you meet who are also passionate about giving back and doing something bigger. That's really, really something special.
Yeah, totally agree. It's such a great mission you've set up. And just because of the personalities of the people who are part of Isobody and Isagenix in general, it's perfect for them. And yes. I think as more and more people become aware of it, it's going to become a really big movement. I know you've set up a Facebook page and it's starting to get some traction. So you mentioned a couple members like Lauren and things, but how are some other people contributing that are really making a difference right now?
Oh, it's great. And the really neat thing is the diverse interests that people are supporting. We've got people like, speaking of Shayna, she's taking her passion for CrossFit and she's got this CrossFit kids program in downtown Detroit, where there are kids who are, really at risk, and they're being supported, both physically and with their nutrition. And then Nicole Rich has an organization, Voices of Girls Empowered. And when we did a little video talking about her organizations that she was supporting, it really kind of pulled at you, because literally kids in the United States who are at risk of, sex trafficking and things like that, these are groups that pull them out of harm's way, and she's going to be supporting them with nutrition. And then one other thing that's kind of neat about our local group called GUIDE, Guiding Institute for Developmental Education, we've got a little synergy going, and Tina Eaton, Tara, Pat Deskin, Julie Millinet, and I are all collectively giving our food there. So that's, 300 meals,
Wow.
Per challenge that we're able to impact on them. So, and then other military support, Jeannie Schulman, Lisa Mustard, and Michelle Chapman, they're all supporting veteran type organizations. So all different types of groups.
That's fantastic. Are there way people can find out about what organizations they can contribute to, or should people kind of look into their own communities that are open to this?
I want them to look in their own communities to find what's open with this, because in my opinion, that's where they want to be making new connections. Now, getting into our FEED60 Facebook group is a great way to bounce ideas around, and people have, there were some question and answers today from some folks talking about, I'm giving to this organization, and then someone, bounced, oh wow, how would I do that locally, or what kind of questions should I ask? And we get direction there. But I really do believe that there's massive power, not only from giving back, and I don't think there's anything wrong with people saying, hey, I want to help give back to this organization here in my community, and in doing that, I'm going to make connections with people who are of the financial means to get involved with me, and perhaps building an isogenics business. So I think it can be a win-win in both those factors.
Yeah, it sounds like it could be mutually beneficial to everyone involved.
Yes.
So how would you advise people who want to get started, get involved? How can they maximize their $200 coupon? What suggestions would you give people who are just really looking to start out and be a part of FEED60?
Oh, that's the thing I love about it, is at the end of the day, Isogenics is so generous with, first of all, giving us a $200 coupon. And then even when you have your $200 coupon, when you buy 6 boxes of bars, you get that 10% discount. So you got 60 meals at a price that comes in well under $200. And if you're open to buying 2 boxes of the individual servings or 2 canisters of, say, Replenish, then you are also able to have more than 60 servings of Replenish, and you might be out of pocket $10, right? And then I always encourage people to use the whole $200 coupon, even if they're not going to give it all away, because you don't get it cash back on your coupon. So make sure you leverage all of that. So that's my approach.
That's really great advice. Now, do you find people are better off giving the individual package versus the containers, like Replenish sticks versus the bigger containers, or not? Or
I had been giving the canisters for my first. This is my 3rd time doing this, and I've been giving the canisters. But then someone else asked that question, and I asked my folks there. They were like, "Yeah, actually, that canister is kind of a little inconvenient, but we didn't want to, complain about free food."
Right.
So I've started using the sticks.
That's fantastic.
I mean, it's just so inspiring, especially since, homelessness is just such on the rise, and you see everybody, and, there are times when you want to do something and you're like, oh, I get to go buy them, a McDonald's meal.
Right.
But you've just totally inspired me to keep bars in my car now with Replenish. And if I see them, just bless them and give them some food.
Oh yeah. And that's another approach that people have done. Kim Murgatroyd, she's doing her FEED60 as part of a little larger project. She literally keeps in her bag, in her car, Amanda, a blessing bag that has in it some Isogenics bars, but then some clean socks, some, little toiletry type items that people might need on the street. She's a spiritual person. I believe she's got some things like that she puts in there, but it's called her blessing bag. And with her $200 coupon, she started adding Isogenics products to that.
That's awesome.
Wow. Very smart. So what would you say your future goals are for FEED60. Do you have any big expectations or where you want to kind of take it next, other than probably growing your membership? But
oh man, I had big goals, but Christine Pritchard, one of our wonderful friends who's up in Canada, took it to the next level and challenged me to register the domain feed 6 million,
yeah.
right? So I've got that. And but I believe that this year our Facebook group has already doubled just in recent days to several hundred. And I believe that with the ISABODY certificates that will be coming out as a part of people completing their NYKO 2017 challenge, that we're going to have 1,000 people participating. So we're going to feed 60,000 people at the end of 2017. And then when we have 100,000 people doing this, we're going to feed 6 million people.
That's awesome.
those are awesome goals. And I know Amanda and I, along with some of the other finalists, are really pushing hard to get this out there. Guys like Michael Lieberman have been like really pushing it and getting people involved. We're really excited about this too.
And Michael was a name that I already posted in the group. I apologize for so many shout outs that I know get somebody, and I forgot Michael. He has done a great job, and I so appreciate y'all with your, you've got massive credibility and causing this thing to be heard from both of you is really gonna have an impact. So thank you so much.
Of course.
Yeah, I hope so. I think today I actually had the pleasure of donating a couple boxes for the first time to our little local food pantry, and it felt great knowing that we were contributing. And I think the numbers that you talk about it's not a huge contribution on everyone's part, but if you get 1,000 people by NYKO of 2017, that's massive, right?
Yes.
So it's really about getting the numbers going, getting that momentum, and it's such a great cause, and we're so excited to be behind you on this. So thank you for leading the way.
Together on it.
Great. Anything else, Amanda? Are we all set?
No, I'm so motivated and inspired by your story. So thank you so much for everything. I mean, it's just amazing what your heart is going into.
And again, like I say, the cool thing on it, and you guys are just giving me chills, just let me sit here and talk to you. It's kind of interesting how a group of people gets together and then just, this is just the definition of a grassroots movement.
Yeah.
And just how interesting little things happen. And I still remember where my phone was when I saw the text message come in from Shana Allen saying, "Oh my gosh, you've got to call me." And next thing she's telling me that they want to interview me for an ISA FYI article. And then yesterday afternoon, I showed Tara where Bob had texted me asking about setting this up. And it'll be amazing to see what the next big thing is.
For sure.
That's great. Hey, can we see your shirt a little bit? We can only see part of it. It looks like a great shirt.
That's the FEED60 logo. And we've got new shirts coming out. We sold out of an inventory of about 75 shirts. And they're going to look even better. I just did these kind of quick to get the logo out there to do a little bit of a test case, and everyone seemed to love it. And then we set up a program. Again, that's another thing that Lauren helped me out with. And if anybody's interested in the shirts, the link is available in the FEED60 Facebook group. Awesome.
Well, great. Thank you so much. And like I said, we'll keep pushing this forward. Thank you for your time. Oh man, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. It's going to be fantastic. Great. Good night, Amanda.
Night.
All right.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Please email us with suggestions for show topics or any questions.